He stopped me after he cut me off. You didn't use your signals and you cut me off twice. So I was like, why do you do that? Sir, you cut me off and I took a picture. I have a picture of you. You know, do you guys have to use your signals here or not?
This man was driving in broad daylight when a police officer suddenly swerved into his lane twice, without signaling. At first he brushed it off, thinking maybe it was a mistake. But then, moments later, the officer pulled him over. It started with a careless maneuver by a police officer. The man, driving normally with his turn signal on, suddenly found himself forced to slam the brakes as a squad car cut him off twice. The second time, he honked. That's when the officer's ego kicked in. Moments later, the officer turned on his lights and pulled the man over. Watch the full video and see how it exposes the hypocrisy of officers who refuse to follow the rules.
Well, so he stopped me after he cut me off and now he's pulling me over. So you cut me off, sir. Yeah, I'm filming. I've been filming. You cut me off twice and you didn't have your signals. And I had my signals both times I went in, right?
So,
and I'm going to
Kia
right now.
What you're saying is what you did. You're what? I'm sorry.
I'm going to Kia right now to take my car at 12, and
okay.
I have the engine light on, and I'm just saying you did cut me off twice, and I had my signals both times I had them on. I did a legal.
So
I did a legal thing right there.
So when I pulled out and I moved over.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get mad.
Well, it seems like you pulled me over because you were mad.
Who was the one that accelerated at a high rate of speed to get around?
Because you did that to me twice. You did that to me twice, sir.
So what you're saying is two wrongs make a right, then?
No, I'm sorry I did that, but also, you know, you do acknowledge the fact that you did that. You know, you acknowledge the fact that you didn't use your signals and you cut me off twice. So I was like, why do you do that?
You off twice.
Sir, you cut me off and I took a picture. I have a picture of you, you know. So I was gonna report you for doing that. And I saw you were gonna pull me over, so I was like, okay, it's fine.
You took a picture of my car in front of you?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, because you cut me off twice. Yeah, and I was gonna go report it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, not obviously you, but you know, to the department.
Right.
Yeah, and I just moved here, so
okay.
For me, it's just like, what's the deal? Like, you should have been, you should have recognized the fact that okay, I made a mistake. You know, he's going in. I didn't even see that. You know, there was this construction thing. I didn't see it, so I had to accelerate to get through you, right? I wasn't gonna crash into it.
Because you were actually behind me when you went out there.
I didn't see it though. I did not see it.
To yield in a safe and sure distance, you could have just gotten right in behind.
But I did not see that. That's a fact.
Okay.
I did not see that, and then when I got there, I saw it. So I was like, I have to accelerate to get through, right?
No, you keep your lane is what you do.
But then you were gonna cut me off again and not let me go in. That's what you were doing. That's what you did the first couple times.
Because when I'm in a lane of traffic ahead of you.
Okay.
What that is that's my lane of traffic. I don't have to yield to a guy next to me.
But you have to put your signals, right? As we put our signals, you guys have to use your signals, right?
But what you're no. So you're getting like three conversations.
No, I know, because you did a couple wrongs. That doesn't make it right to pull me over after the fact that you did a couple wrongs.
No, what I'm doing here is I'm not issuing anybody a ticket.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
Nobody's getting a ticket here.
Well, I'm just saying I'm sorry.
All right.
I won't do that again. No, I won't do it wrong.
I just want to make sure.
I just want signals too.
Everything's okay with you, right?
Yeah, everything's. I have to go to Kia.
You're not late. You're not going anywhere in an emergency.
I am kind of late. I have to go to Kia.
Besides taking your car, you're not going anywhere in an emergency or anything like that, right?
Nope.
Okay. No. Everything's fine.
Everything's okay.
Want to make sure that you understand the law.
Okay.
Okay.
Definitely.
That if there's somebody that comes out, two wrongs don't make a right.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. So
and we're both going to move on with our day. That nobody's in trouble. Nobody got injured.
I had a question about that.
Right?
Obviously not towards you, but in general, because I just moved here 3 weeks ago. Do you guys have to use your signals here or not? That's all my only question.
So this is the thing is.
I'm asking a simple question.
As long as it doesn't impede traffic.
No, that really here? Oh, we have to use our signals in Nevada all the time.
Is that where you're from? Is Nevada?
Yeah, I'm California originally, but Nevada. I was in Nevada, and I'm having my second daughter here, so I moved out here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be next week too. So I was like, it would be bad.
Good deal. Good deal.
But all right.
Like I say, I'm not stopping you to issue any citations or anything
just kind
like that.
Warning.
Okay.
Okay.
This is just more of a, hey, listen, you know, to be safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I live right here downtown, so
it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. To accelerate, even if you're in a situation like that,
Yeah.
the best thing to do would be to maintain your lane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brake or whatever.
Slow down. As soon as you can get over, you get over. Okay.
All right.
Because if I wasn't paying attention, if I was thinking, hey, I'm going to move over to the next lane, and I looked over to see if that lane was clear, and I didn't see you move over, then there would have been an accident.
My only question is if it wasn't for you, and if it was like a person in general, and they're doing that, what do I do? If they're just not, obviously I'm not putting it on you, but like they're not. You said it's not impeding traffic. Can you be more specific on that?
So I guess to generalize that statement, or to give you a general statement back to that, because one statement can't cover every situation. Okay. What I would do is, if there's an individual that is either driving recklessly, is impeding traffic, causing issues with the normal flow of traffic. Okay.
Yeah.
If they're doing that, then what you could do is you could call the non-emergency number.
Yeah.
And you could get that information
to
the dispatch, and then if there's an officer in the area,
they'll look.
Then
I've done that before. Like, not here in Vegas. Like when people, 2 lanes. I had to call the non-emergency. They told me I had to call 911 last time. I was like, what? Not here. I was like, what? I don't get it.
Now, if you call the non-emergency number,
she told me, she's like, oh, you got it. She transferred me to an officer. Obviously over there is like the highway patrol. So I called the highway patrol, and he's like, "Oh, I already know where you are." I was like, "Well, I'm letting you know that so and so is on this lane." But
how did you know who you were?
Because I thought they were tracking it or something. But I was like, my worry was like, well, that makes no sense. Like, to me, people could be doing that, and I can't do nothing about it. You know how you said I can't? It's like I can't make 2 wrongs, but it's like I do have a fast car, so sometimes I'm like, hey, bro, like. I do tell people, like, sometimes when they pull it aside, like, hey, use your signals, because, like, that's the number one thing for me. I hate people not using signals. I'm sorry about that,
No,
but we'll have,
and I get that.
Yeah.
But just, as long as everybody drives in a safe and sure manner.
Yeah, because I do have, I got my license back, but I only had speeding tickets, but I know for a fact, I've always used my signals. I'm that person that always uses my signals, but when it comes to speeding and stuff, I'm like, hey, like, you gotta common sense, and you gotta have your signals even on the highway. Just me. All right. Well, have a good day.
Good luck to you.
I appreciate you.
The Kia.
Yeah, I know.
Congratulations on your kid.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
All right, thank you for watching. If you believe in holding public officials accountable and protecting your rights, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It motivates us to bring you more eye-opening videos like this. The original video links are in the description. Check them out and support the creators. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and always record.